It was February of my senior year. I hadn't applied to a single college. I had tried, and then I would get to the part where they ask you to write an essay. Made me so anxious. I really feel in some way that my aversion to essays has saved my life again and again, because anytime I've contemplated suicide, I've thought, you gotta leave a note. I'm not spending the last hour of my life doing something I've dreaded throughout it. I love Netflix. Oh, I love Netflix. Chief reason of all, they brought Blockbuster to its knees. Rot in hell, Blockbuster. Rot in hell. Rot in hell, Blockbuster. With your outrageous late fees, your surly sales staff, and your criminally loose definition of new releases. Why is this a new release? Because it's in color? It's Braveheart, goddammit. I didn't even know Mel Gibson hated Jews when this movie came out. Hate Blockbuster. Love to see a Blockbuster that went out of business. It warms my heart. I drive by. You can always tell which store used to be a Blockbuster because it's empty and they've taken the sign down, but it still spells out Blockbuster in filth. They didn't save enough money to power wash the grime that was behind the sign, so it still says, and it's so appropriate. Ugh, rotten hell. First of all, how did they go out of business with my $60,000 in late fees? Would you gamble it away? I hate them. I hate them. Oh, they were such hypocrites. They wouldn't rent you porn, but they would rape you with late fees. They had no problem sodomizing you with late fees. I can remember bringing in a movie and just being like so embarrassed, like, it's been a while, what do I owe you? And the little jerk, he was like, oh no, that's all set. It's like, really? Yeah, keep it. Some sort of amnesty declared or something like that? You want me to keep this? Oh yeah, we already charged $88 to your Visa. You own New Jack City for the rest of your life. Yeah. A movie that you couldn't bring yourself to watch in 6 weeks. Every time you move, you're gonna have to pack up, and that'll be a reminder as to what an irresponsible loser you are. Yeah, you own New Jack City on VHS for the rest of your life. Ugh.
Let it go, it's gonna go all the way, it's gonna be perfect!
I played hockey when I was a child. Do you like me now? I did. I really wanted to figure skate. But then I knew myself, that I knew I would not be able to handle the scrutiny. And I realized that figure skating, as brutal as hockey is, figure skating is much more brutal, barbaric even. They make the woman finish skating after she's fallen. Lowest point in your life? Keep dancing, sweetie. Yeah, try another Lutz. They should race the Zamboni out there, scoop her up and whisk her off into a private room where they give her a carton of Marlboros and a pillow to scream into. She's not gonna win. It's over. You never see a woman on the gold medal stand with slush running down her thigh. Split lip and a bloody nose. Let her start to regroup. Instead, they make her finish skating. Give her scores. We know the scores. And then they interview her. Don't even give her time to recombobulate. She's apologetic. I'm sorry I'm late. I was just digging out from under an avalanche of broken dreams. Hi, Mom. Hi. Thanks for turning a carefree hobby into a joyless prison. I've never tasted a brownie. Christina, why do you think you fell? Maybe because it was so slippery? Yeah, it was like a sheet of ice out there. They ought to do something about that. Maybe throw down some rock salt. And what's next for you, Christina? What's next? I'm going to see if I can trade in this bronze medal for my childhood.
So I love grapes, hate grapefruit. Hate it. Isn't that interesting? That they have such similar names. No similar properties. Grape, delicious, a masterpiece. Way to go, God. Grapefruit, vile. Inedible. So bad it should be a vegetable. I hate the grapefruit. The only reason the grapefruit was even invented, the only reason was because God wanted us to have something to compare the size of a tumor to. That's the only reason. But then after softball was invented, they should have discontinued the grapefruit because it's awful. I've had bad experiences with grapefruit. One time I thought I was drinking lemonade. Turns out it was grapefruit juice. My life passed before my eyes. I thought I'd been poisoned. Turns out it was just grapefruit juice. Good thing I hadn't just brushed my teeth. I wouldn't even be here talking to you right now. I wouldn't. That combination of toothpaste and citrus fruit, my God, what a lethal combination. My God, oh, Colgate, enough with the tartar. It's under control. What I need you to do now is invent a toothpaste that allows me to drink orange juice within 6 hours of brushing my teeth. Can you do that? Good, make it so. But the thing I hate the most about the grapefruit is that it ruins a fruit salad. And I love a fruit salad, especially when it's served in a watermelon shaped like a bowl with a handle on the top. Oh my God. But the grapefruit ruins fruit salads. Its evil nectar seeps into all the good fruits and destroys it. Its philosophy seems to be, I'm bitter, now everybody's bitter. And I hate that. It ruins everything. You go in after a peach, grapefruit. Try a pear, I got to you too, pear. God damn you, grapefruit, damn you, straight to Hades. There's only one fruit that the grapefruit cannot destroy, won't destroy. The grape. Another reason to love the grape, because the grape had the courage, the guts, the balls, if I may, to say to grapefruit, hey, stay the hell back. I've got a reputation to uphold, okay? I'm the grape. I'm doing very well for myself, and you're not going to screw it up for me, okay? I'm in everything. I'm in jelly, I'm in jam, I'm in juice, I'm in soda, I'm in gum, I'm in wine. Even when I'm dead, I'm a raisin. Yeah, I don't go rotten, I go raisin. How's that? So I'm a Jewish man. Not very religious. I believe in God. Not a fan. And I don't know how we are, why we are so dedicated to this God who is clearly trying to get rid of us. Honestly, I really believe that Judaism, we are the most dedicated group to God that I feel safe mocking. I just don't know how we're so dedicated. Every 75 pages of the Old Testament were nearly wiped out. The Old Testament, which is like a compilation of Jewish suffering. The Old Testament is our Bible. The New Testament, tremendous sequel. Which is unusual because usually when you add a new character late in a series, it goes off the rails. But Christianity, without a doubt, the most successful spin-off in entertainment history. I like to call Jesus the Frasier of Nazareth. Which is the Old Testament. We get our asses kicked so frequently. That book should be called He's Just Not That Into You. Which is a good book. He's Just Not That Into You is an excellent book, more practical than the Bible. The Bible will tell you how many goats you owe your neighbor for stealing his wheat, but He's Just Not That Into You gives you practical advice. Like, if he doesn't text you back the same day you text him, he's just not that into you. If he asks you out for Saturday on Saturday, not that into you. This one's kind of obscure. If he enslaves you in Egypt for 400 years and then delivers you to the only strip of land in the Middle East without an oil well beneath it, not that into you. Not into you. It's clear Yahweh wants to see other peoples.